Hello, and welcome back to Haut-Beyleron. You might have noticed I'm at our greenhouses and there's something a bit different going on inside. We're still growing our lettuce, but we're also growing tomatoes and strawberries in here, just because of the new development up at the top that we looked at last episode. And so we've got a lot more opportunity for variety of crop to be delivered up there. I'm going to deliver some lettuce up there now, and you should probably concentrate on my driving. You might notice things sound a little bit different. There's no audio coming from the surroundings. I've had a few little issues with audio. Little being the operative word, because I think one of them is about 2.5 feet tall, and various updates to things have made sound go a bit funny, so I'm basically overdubbing this in the edit room. So that's why things sound a little bit different to what you've got used to. Okay, we're now here at our new development, and let me just pull up and I will take you round. So, to start with, we have a supermarket type shop. This is a branch of the local supermarket chain. It's a fairly cheap chain. It's called Middle. That's spelt M-I-D-L. Moving over here, we have a little restaurant. This is called Bistro Gaston's. And finally, just up in front where I've pulled up, we have the pizzeria. This is Prairie-Jean's. So, I'm here, I'm delivering the lettuce to Prairie-Jean, because as we all know, lettuce and salad is a big part of a pizza meal, isn't it? It's the most important part. It's why you go to a pizza restaurant, clearly. But the fact that I've said that will please Susie a great deal. So, this is great. Right, I've got a few more things to do, so I'm going to head off. I've got to head to the shop and pick up a stone picker and a few other bits, and I will see you back at the farm. Hello, I'm back again, and I have leased the Elo stone picker to do some stone picking on our fields. I'm also going to head back and show you this. This is our new farmyard development, although it's kind of a back garden development as well. We have got 30 chickens running around in our back garden now. So these will get producing us some eggs. Obviously, we'll need eggs for the pizza bases. Eggs can be sold at the supermarket. So it's all part of this trying to get our little shopping development area going, trying to boost the economy and the farming and the self-production in this area. So, we've got a couple of fields that need some stones picked off them. So there were the two that I was cultivating the end of last month, November. We've also had some new births in our pigs. Just remembered that. So we had 32 that we bought with us from Attingham Park. We are now on 64, which means I'm going to have to run and get some pig food at some point. So I will probably start this off and then see if Susie can come and relieve me before I run off and get some more pig food for them. So these stones and the stone picking, it's all being picked up from the field. So from the cultivation, it brought a load of stones to the top of the field initially. So we now have to pick those stones off, because otherwise when we run a seeder over the top of these, it will damage the seeder. And I know our seeder's a bit old and it's nothing special at the moment, but it's all about getting into good practice for when we do start getting more expensive machinery, upgrading things, being able to do things a bit better. This is a really important process to make sure that we're not constantly needing to repair equipment, and that we're avoiding that unnecessary repair if we can. Right, I will see if Susie can come and carry on with this, and I will go and get some pig food. Hello again. For want of a better place to put these stones, I'm just abandoning them here. There are potentially some plans running through my head about what we could do with these, so watch this space. Hello, it's getting later in the day, and I have finished with the stone picking, and I've now been and picked up this roller. So we've picked up the stones, we're now going to prepare our seed bed. It's not quite as wide as I was expecting it to be, so I'm going to shuffle over a little bit. So the whole purpose of rolling this seed bed is in order to prepare it, make it nice and smooth and perfect for when we come along with the seeder and just plop the seeds in. If I haven't already mentioned it, this piece of equipment is leased, again like the stone picker. While the stone picker's the sort of thing we can probably get away with leasing year on year, because we'll want to roll our seed bed again after we've planted, I think it might be worth us investing in our own roller. And we're looking at a couple of options. There is one that is fairly new to market that also cultivates. So we could do the cultivation and the rolling all in one go, and then it's just whether we could disengage the cultivator bit for rolling after we've planted, which hopefully is an option that we can look into. It might be we would have to physically unbolt parts of it, but I think we could do that, and it would be a little bit of an upgrade on our cultivator as well. So it's something we are looking at. Obviously, money-wise, we're kind of pretty much where we were at when we first started, when we came over. The kind of money that we brought over to Attingham, we pretty much have still in our bank, which I think is really good. You might say, well, you've not made money, but actually, we've made some really good investments in the area. We've invested in the greenhouse, in the chicken coop. I think we've bought some equipment as well. We've bought pig food, things like that, and we're still on about the same amount of money. So overall, I'd say we're not doing too badly, but we do need to do something to start bringing the big income in. Hello again. Well, I was just on my way having a quick look around this barley field, just seeing how the stalks are coming up, and I noticed this incredibly large pile of rubble that has clearly been left over from when we had the building works up on this new development area. So I don't know why that's just been left down here. Possibly because the kind of lower field area is the area I've sort of been given to look after, and possibly it meant that the builders didn't have to haul the rubble away. So I guess I will have to come back and haul that away at some point, which does kind of fuel an idea I was having. So we've obviously got our small pile of stones. Now that we've got that large pile of rubble, it really does fuel an idea in my head for what might be going on. I'm going to head off. I've got to go and check some prices for grain, because I'm hoping we might be doing a bit of a grain sale. And I've just killed a sign, so definitely time to cut the cameras. Okay, so I had a look, and the prices for corn were good. They're not great, they're not at their best, but it was not far off what the best is going to be. So we are going to take one trailer load of corn and sell that today. Prices should peak up a bit tomorrow, so that will be our real good selling point. This will give us a bit of income now, but it also will do a bit of clearing out of our silo as well, because this silo is going to be replaced. So we're going to have some builders in January to take this silo out, and they're going to put a new silo in. They're probably going to replace this as well, or at the very least move it, because I think this whole area here is where the new silo is going to go. It's going to allow us much better storage options, and the new silo will be able to take liquids. It'll be able to take a lot of things that this current Unia silo can't. So it's going to be really good for us. Right, I'm going to head off now. I think we're going to the Northern Wholesaler. So I'll catch up with you on the way or when we get there. So as you can see, I've had to resort to using the sat-nav left up here. Yeah, I may have gotten a little bit lost. I've not really come up kind of... This is the complete opposite side of town, so we're kind of southeast of the town on our little farm, and the development area that we're putting a lot of work into is to the south of the town. This wholesale point that we're coming to is kind of northwest of the town, and I've really not been up here very much. Did a couple of contracts over to the far west of the area, but nothing really up here. So it's all completely new to me, and I'm going to blame driving on the right-hand side of the road and being English and being used to driving on the other side, and that being where my confusions come from. And I'm going to play it off and try and get away with that. So it's a left here, and then we are just down into the cell point. There we go. Bright green luminescence above it to tell me where it is. That's the sort of directions I can work with. Pull in here and we'll get this dumping as soon as we are over the point. There we go. Oh wow. This is worth quite a lot. Wow. So we've made some good money there. And just as a reminder for you, this was all corn that we got left over from the contracts that we did when we were helping out with the harvest contracts. So this is really great money, and there's at least 2 more trailer loads of corn for us to use. Right, I have just bedded the animals down for the night, topped up their water and bedding, etc. And so I'm just parking up, ready for dinner, unfortunately. I just crashed into that baler, and I've left all the lights on the tractor. Let's turn all those off. Right. Well, say goodbye to this little setup, because it will probably all change by the time we next see each other. The builders are coming in just after Christmas. So, yeah, that's all go. Speaking of Christmas, I do hope you have had a very good Christmas period, whether you celebrate or not. I'm going to end this video here, so thank you very much for watching. So please do jump on the like button, share this video with your friends, get subscribed to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and most importantly of all, have a great day.